All right, guys. Apologize for the wind if it's windy. I don't have my cover on my microphone, and it's a little breezy out here. But I wanted to show you something. If y'all can pick this up, no, it's not the guy with the gold chain throwing the ball in the water, holding his Miller Lite. It's this massive yacht out here in the water, and this is a little bit about the level of sustainability that you have prepared for, because that yacht is sustainable. It has huge fuel reserves, multiple engines, satellite navigation, and plenty of space and availability for storage. Not to say that you would want to prepare for SHTF on a yacht, but for some, they have multiple ways of managing even the worst situations in multiple different ways. So let's just say, for instance, they need to bug out for whatever reason. Put my sunglasses on because it is a little bright out here. Let's just say they need a bug out for whatever reason. They have more than likely the ability, because I don't know them, I haven't spoken to them. We're actually going to try to get a little bit closer and maybe introduce ourselves and ask them a few questions. But if they had to bug out, they could pull it off. They could jump on that yacht, take off, and probably be a-okay for, I would guess, at least a week. And these are things that, like, it's not like crazy outlandish that, you know, we're talking about as being realistic possibilities, where as things get crazier and crazier, it may behoove you as part of your preparation to have a way and means to be able to take off. And
your anchor's going under the boat. Oh, and you're gonna lose your beer.
Hang on one second. All right, we got a little mishap going on. Somehow, we weren't prepared for this one, but somehow we got an anchor going underneath the boat. I guess the anchor's not doing a good job of being an anchor.
I said, why didn't they have one for the front and the back?
Yeah, it's kind of odd. Yeah, you lost your Corona there.
Yeah, I know.
That's a party foul. But yeah, you know, as things get crazier and crazier, especially as we continuously see prices escalate, inflation occurring, and no lie, you know, what's going on around the world, and particularly around our country, with the mass shootings and, you know, basically domestic terrorist acts. And now a huge push for ultra control and gun sales, gun bans, and basically stripping U.S. citizens of their Second Amendment rights. I think it's a reasonable request to ask you all to prepare yourselves in many, many different ways beyond just how much food you have in your pantry, how much water you have stockpiled, how much rice, beans, grain, flour, wheat, and cooking oil, and different things like that you have, how much food you have jarred and canned. I think it is a reasonable request to ask you to think about multiple ways that the next big news event could possibly affect the masses, and have a solution built in place. Like I said, I'm not saying the solution, let me show you this. I'm not saying the solution is to buy a yacht and, you know, bug out on the, I thought I was watching. I'm not saying buy a yacht and bug out on the water. But, you know, if things were to get like really crazy, having the ability to like distance yourself from the rest of the world who's losing their mind, and basically potentially putting you and your family at risk, it may not be a bad idea to have that already in place and, you know, able to kick it off and engage and enact that at a moment's notice. One of the things I noticed out here is that, you know, granted it's a Wednesday afternoon, and these people here, they're just out here, they're enjoying themselves, they're having a good time. You know, God willing, fingers crossed, knock on wood, we don't have any dangerous events going on out here, but it's a different attitude, it's a different mindset. And this is kind of what I was telling you guys about that community in North or South Dakota. I can't remember exactly right now, but it was a community of like-minded individuals where the properties were built in a way, the neighborhood itself, but the properties themselves specifically were built in a way that if SHTF were to happen, like on a next level event, you could go there, you could shut your door behind you and never have to open it again for weeks or months. But at that, you know, same token, you wouldn't necessarily have to, because everybody there is on the same page, and everybody there is about sustaining life and doing it in a helpful and a healthy way that doesn't involve hurting others. And unfortunately, that's not how everybody behaves on a daily basis, which I'm not making this video to promote gun sales and telling you to run out and buy weapons and ammunition, but I am saying that, you know, you may want to consider having some form of protection, especially now while you can, before, you know, some of these crazy folks and these lawmakers and those in Congress pass some ridiculous laws, or maybe even on a local or state level pass some crazy ridiculous laws that prevent you from being able to do that, and then it's too late. But at the same time, it's all about the total package. It's full circle. It's parts of a whole. It's not just food. It's not just water. It's not just empty shelves and food shortages. It's not just barricading yourself in a room and shutting everyone out. You still got to live your life. And most importantly, if you guys notice, I'm going to show you this again. Most importantly, obviously, everything out here, to me, it just shows like how many different people are around and different ideas and different opportunities that exist. But looking at this right here, Pink Pontoon, let's see if I can zoom in on that. Might be too close. pinkpontoon.com. That's a boat rental. That's a boat rental company. And this one with the slide is another boat rental company. I can't read the name from here. Maybe you guys can on the video. And there was another one, actually she's right here, ice cream and t-shirts. So it's a little boat where ice cream and t-shirt sales. I got a little tiki boat here. You can swim up and get a little cocktail, a little beverage. And I actually saw a barbecue boat out here earlier, but I don't know. There it is. The barbecue boat, I'll see if I can zoom in so you can see it, is right here. You can't read the sign, but this boat, it sells barbecue. So, but the thing is like you have these businesses, these business ideas, and ice cream and t-shirts again, out here trying to earn income, earn revenue. And the reason why this is so important is because we are in a situation of inflation. The country is faced with heavy inflation, and honestly, based on the reports that I'm reading, the news updates that I'm getting, the business professionals that I'm talking to, a deep recession is coming, and a deep recession is pretty much the only thing that you know we can look forward to. But if a deep recession occurs, you have to realize that it's going to hurt you financially, and inflation isn't going to immediately stop or reverse to deflation. Prices aren't going to immediately come down, so you're going to possibly find yourself in these situations where you're making less money, everything costs more, the world is on edge. You know, it's a perfect storm. So do all you can to prepare yourself as best you can. But with that being said, focus on your finances as well, because in order to get out of this, you're going to be able to have to be able to afford the high price foods and the high price cost of living and the high price gas and diesel prices. There's no way around it. Even if everything else was a-okay, that's still going to be a constant. And if you're not prepared for that, then you may be doomed. So just a little food for thought. Think about it. Hit me up in the comments if you got any questions. I'm thinking about putting together some more content about business opportunities and ways to recession, not really like recession proof, but like insulate your finances from a recession, and things that you can do now, today, to help you through a recession and high inflation before it's too late. The ironic thing about a recession is you can't actually say when it's going to happen or when it's coming. You have to say it has occurred, because you have to analyze the data and the numbers historically from past weeks, days, months, years to determine if the economy was actually in a recession. So you can't say that it's coming until it has actually happened. You have to say that it occurred and we were in a recession. So, but you'll know when you're in a recession because, you know, the key indicators are there. You're making less money. The economy is slower. Business traffic is slower. Sales aren't what they used to be. Overtime hours aren't available. Employers are cutting employees. A lot of different things are going to happen that you're going to say to yourself, man, this is crazy. I can't believe this is going on right now. This is not what we need. If you feel yourself, if you see or hear yourself saying that, it's a recession. It's a recession. And, you know, with the lack of availability of the products we need, the supply we need to service the huge demand that we have, that we've seen as a result of, you know, this pandemic, as we are in this post-pandemic recovery, in addition to some of these other influences that have hindered the ability for the demand to, or the supply to be somewhat caught up. We're not even at a just-in-time level on most supply. We are at a back order level on most supply, and you can look at it in automotive industry and real estate and housing industry, and a lot of the key foods and staples are not necessarily widely available. Baby formula, there's a shortage. So the supply has not caught up to the demand for multiple reasons. But these are things that are going on, and if you want to be able to have the best fighting chance out of it, then continue prepping, continue being smart like I know you all are. You've all proven that to me in every comments, on all the comments you've left to me and on this channel, and in helping everyone else who's reading the comments and watching these videos, because we are family, we are community. But continue doing everything that you know is right to prepare you and your family, but do not forget and do not discount the financial component, because we are going to continuously see prices going up. We've seen it. I think fuel in California is reaching $7, $8, $9 a gallon. I'm not making this up. You guys know it's real. Understand that inflation is real. Understand that recession is real. And if you guys want to see me or like to see more financial based videos from me on how to combat these high prices and try to fight the recession as best possible, just comment down below, let me know. I would appreciate it. And if I can get to this yacht over here, if I can get to this yacht and maybe talk to whoever owns it or is the captain of it or whatever, it's getting kind of covered up now. I don't know if you can still see it, but if I can, I'll be sure to bring that to you guys and let you know what their prep looks like on that mega yacht. Y'all be safe, take care, see you on the next. Bye.